made it back home. We are back from an amazing adventure. So we're back in our office now, but let me tell you how things ended up because it was a little chaotic. We were flying home, got from Seattle, Chicago, no problem, but there were storms in Chicago. We land 20 minutes early into Chicago. The pilot's like, hey, got you here sooner than later. Great. Soon as I walk out, in fact, even before I walked out, we find that our flight from Chicago to Muskegon canceled. Bummer, right? And so we're trying to find another flight. Nothing to Grand Rapids, nothing to South Bend. There's one ticket to Lansing. They want $1,600 for that. Not going to happen. We run all the way downstairs from our flight to where the rental cars are. No one's renting cars one way because there are like 200 flights canceled. So here we are at the airport in O'Hare on our way home, excited to be home, and we can't get home. I call up Laura and I say, listen, we're stuck. We're stuck here in Chicago. We cannot leave until tomorrow is the earliest flight at like 10:30 in the morning. So she asks, so do you want me to come get you? And I said, that is a long drive. Her words are, well, I don't want to, but I will. So she ends up driving. Her and Micah drive, my oldest son, drive all the way to Chicago O'Hare, 4-hour drive. They pick us up and we drive 3.5 hours back because the traffic's not quite so bad. So let me tell you what was going on in my heart. Originally, I am feeling all kinds of disappointment and I'm feeling a little sorry for myself because I'm stuck. I've had flights canceled before and delayed, but never have I been stuck where I couldn't find a good solution to get to my destination. So I was initially starting to feel a bit sorry for myself. And then I remembered this text from the book of Philippians where Paul says, not that I speak in regard to need, for I have learned in whatever state I am therein to be content. And I got to tell you, in that moment, I just experienced a great deal of peace and contentment. Everything else was outside of my control. I couldn't do anything about those situations that were keeping me in an airport anyway. And so I just found myself being okay. So let me ask you, how many things are you worked up about that are outside of your control? I bet there are quite a few of them. In fact, I bet it's most of them. Things happen that are outside our control and we get all worked up about it. I want to challenge you with the same thing that God challenged me with there in Chicago O'Hare. No matter what state you find yourself in, even if they've canceled your flight, to find contentment and peace as God gives it to you. Hey, it's a whole lot better way to rest in an airport waiting for your wife to bail you out, to take you home, than it is to sit there with all kinds of anxiety and anger and disappointment. So wherever you are today, no matter what has happened, find a way in God's grace to be content. Hey, this has been your One Thing for Wednesday.